Welcome to my channel. If you want to know how to create a meeting room reservation system by using Google Forms and spreadsheets, you can watch my last video to create the form and the spreadsheet. This video will teach you how to make your table more intuitive like this. Help customers know which room is available faster, so they don't have to switch between them one by one. Let's start today's tutorial by adding a sheet. Now the first thing we need to do is make the date that the customer wants. Here's where I set it up to allow customers to enter the dates they want. Then I would suggest making such a setting. We select this cell first and choose Data and Data Validation. This setting will limit you to only entering dates and prevent you from making typing errors. Of course, you can also make a format adjustment here. So if someone wants to enter information randomly, it will give an error. Input is not allowed. It only shows the date for selection. Now we are going to set the timetable for each room. We copy the data and paste values only here. Here we also use the formulas IFERROR, filter, index, and row. Let's review. The first part is the content you want to send back. That is, the reason for the reservation. Then remember to press F4 at mark to lock it. The next step. The data you want to return must be equal to the date you want to book. Both sets of data must be locked. Then, the room must meet the criteria and the column must be locked. We don't have to type rooms A, B, and C one by one now. You can bring in the information here. Then we lock the first row only. So when the mouse drags to the right later, the formula will bring itself into the corresponding room content. Then it must be the content that has been approved. The column needs to be locked as well. The last part, the corresponding time has been checked by the customer. Here we use the formula index. Let's select the data range you want to use first. The same needs to be locked. Then, all the content from the rows needs to be retrieved. So we don't enter anything here, we'll just add a comma to move on to the next part. Finally, we need to return the data from the corresponding columns one by one. So we use formula row to retrieve data across all columns from the first to the last within this range. Between 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, we return only the data from the first column within that range. As you drag the formula down, it will reference the second, third, and subsequent columns in that range. You can drag the data down and right. Once everything is set up. The reason there is no data here is because no one made a reservation on July 9th. From here, we can find the information that someone has booked. To confirm whether our formula is correct, let's try July 10th. Now you can see someone has made an appointment for room A from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So now this table can help you browse which room is available faster, if you don't request a specific room. Of course, you can also beautify this form a little. That's about it for this tutorial. If you only want to show the room usage without revealing the review results to customers, check out my next tutorial video. If you found this video helpful, Please like, share, subscribe and ring the bell for notifications.